People say karma is not real. People say that. I just seen a celebrity that said it, but I was working with this guy in real estate. He said it too. How can you think karma ain't real? That stuff like that puzzle me. How can karma not be real? Karma all around. Karma, karma real. Karma all around. People hide it well, especially when they got money, but it's real. Karma real. I wish I could prove it, but there's so many different ways to prove it. There's so many different ways to prove it. I just don't know how people don't understand that karma ain't real. Karma ain't real. Okay? Let's jog our memory for a minute. Karma is not real. Okay? A woman leave you, cheat on you. She catch diseases for cheating on you. That's karma. Same thing vice versa with a man. You ain't cheating on her, or she ain't cheating on you, but you cheated on her, or you cheated on him, and you call it STD. That's karma. Okay? This is like for marriage and stuff like that, though. I mean, I guess it could be for other, but I don't know. I'm going for marriages, though. All right? You steal somebody's car, you wreck yours. That's karma. Or somebody steal yours. That's karma. You rob somebody. Somebody robbed you, or somebody stole something from you. That's karma. Karma all around. Shit. You learn that in the street. That's a good example. Let's see if we can come up with some examples. You're a boxer, you're a professional fighter, you whoop on your woman. You go in and box and you lose the fight. You lose the championship. That's karma. Where's karma not at? That's what I'm trying to figure out. There's like so many examples. Everything is karma. Like, you can cut somebody out and you can walk off and trip over your foot. That's karma. You cut somebody out and walk off, fall. That's karma. Yeah. Let's look at my situation. You stole from energy. You stole guys. You stole from God. You stole money. You gained weight. You had model. You was a model material type of person, but you gained weight. You got contaminated. You in my situation, everyone who stole something, which was money or ideas, they gained weight or they lost control of their weight. They lost their cells. Some caught diabetes, cancer, STDs, some incurable. Just in this situation in 5 years now, a group of people got high blood pressure. Enough about me, because you're going to say, oh, that's because who you is. All right? You sell flood homes. I mean, you sell a home with bad foundations. And your account, your money for some reason, you start getting sued. You done build a bunch of homes, bad foundation, and you start getting sued rapidly. That's karma. You might go a while without noticing it. You know? Hey, look in the lover department. You leave your man, you leave your woman, but y'all got a child together. And you just jumping out the edge, like they had these little tests going on. And these tests was tearing up relationships and possible relationships that could have happened, great relationships that could have happened. If these particular relationships would have happened, it would have cured us as a people when it came down to relationships. So let's go back to you got a child together, and of course, normally the mother takes the child, and the man had to forfeit everything. The man crippled. The man, I don't care if you're rich or poor, the man done for a while. Okay? And you get to live out your life. Oh, give it to me, baby. Give it to me, baby. Okay? You go a while with that, then next thing you know, you catch an STD and it don't feel so good to give it to me, baby. Then you gotta use other departments to please that department that you can no longer use somehow. That's karma. All right, let's look at drugs. You keep doing drugs to steal from euphorias, to do music. And the drugs is going to age you quick. And the drugs is going to damage your mind. And the drugs is going to take your gifts. But really it takes your energy. It steals from, let's say you're 20 years old and you're supposed to live to 80 years old. Let's say you're 20 years old and you're supposed to live to 80 years old. It's gonna steal 40 years of your life. You won't know it though, cause you in that, give it to me, babe. You know what I'm saying? You in that rhythm. You get up to the age you can't, what you call it, like Buddy was saying, that's karma. Or you could just look at Rick James when he got older, how he was acting, that's karma. What do karma not exist? That's what I'm saying. What people don't get karma? You looking for it to come fast. It don't matter what time it comes. Karma, like, you gotta imagine karma in a car. It's a fine woman in a car. Karma only go around the Ouroboros. She don't back up, nothing like that. She see you. Hey, I see you. I catch you coming back around. Well, you know, karma gotta go all the way around the Ouroboros to get back to you. That might take a few years, but it's coming back. She coming back. And when she come back, she gonna clean you up. That's karma. What do karma, you see karma everywhere. When you really start looking at figuring out what karma is, this is the energy that our people need to start studying, because this is one of the reasons we need to depend on somebody to sign us a check. You go into a man's house, you go into your producer house, you go into your producer house, your producer or your engineer or your owner, or your landlord or whatever, and you see their wife or their daughter or whatever, you like, wow, she good, and you think they're hitting on you, hit on them, then eventually it falls through, okay? And that landlord kicked you out the house, and that boss fire you. That's karma. Because you gotta understand what comes with this when they fire you. Like, when you get fired off stuff like that, I was just looking at this lady, y'all. This my sister. What they said her name was? Saria Madi, Amaya, Anamaya, Anamaya Mays or something. I don't know what I can't pronounce. But anyway, that's my sister right there. The guy said before this lifetime, a woman did within this situation. It's direct conduit to God. And like people get close to it. It's funny though, because some of y'all who don't believe is part of this tree. But we were damaged. I ain't even gonna talk about that. I might one day though. It was an incarnation damage in this situation. You incarnate as a group. I ain't got a chance to study into that yet, because I want to actually get into the medical field. Not like go to no school to be a doctor and that, but I want to be friends with a doctor or something. I want to talk to a doctor that, you know, deliver babies. And there's a few questions I want to ask him. And just off the questions that he answered for me, I'm going to be able to project the trajectory of them kids, a certain group of kids. I'll tell y'all when that time come around. But anyway, cause I'm trying to, I ain't got into it yet, and God ain't let me get no downloads for that yet. But I'm trying to figure out an easier way for us to get back on path to our twin flames and stuff like that. Which you gotta be on path with your soul tribe. You gotta be on path with your soul tribe. Let's talk about karma though. Like I said, you steal from somebody get sick, that's karma. When have you done something wrong and really thought you got away with it? That's the problem. Like, how can you not? And I'm glad, I just heard this from a celebrity. I'm gonna call him a celebrity. I can't say your name. They're getting them in for that right now, I think. But I'm trying to figure out how y'all don't see the karma. That's got me puzzled. Like, even in the streets, because I had to move one of the ways. I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it. But it was a way I had to move in the streets. I don't want to talk about it. I don't even want to give y'all a hint, because it might build up the street in a bad way. But I figured it out, and it worked. Just put it that way. Karma real though. It's the fact that you don't realize that karma real. I'm gonna get into that department real soon. I always want to know, because that's why a lot of people do what they do. You don't get away with that. All right, you're a child. I was saying that if you got a child with somebody, and that child, you gonna party like a rock star. You're separated from your whatever. Because you gon' what we tend to do when we get out of a relationship, find another relationship to keep our mind off the previous relationship. That's karma. It don't seem like it. That's being arrested by your sins. You can't heal by yourself. So okay. And then your child gonna get older and your child gonna call you out your name in the worst way possible. That's karma, ladies and gentlemen. Well, y'all don't see the karma. I'm gonna get off here. I don't know why you don't see karma. I thought you knew karma was coming, but you just didn't care. No, that'd be better that way. I know I'm gonna get it one day, but I don't care right now. Like, that's what a lot of my lovers would tell me. I guess they had to tell me that because it was me, but I would tell them, well, you know this is gonna end like that, so it don't matter. And now that these moments is coming up, this window of time is closing. That window of time that they was in is closing out. What happens when it closes out? Your body shut down. Your body can't keep up whether you on drugs or not, your body can't keep up with that no more. Your body hurts. Your body hurts. Your body get older. Your body hurts. Even sexually. But some people do extreme stuff to have pleasure themselves sexually. And right now it's fun, but eventually you're gonna be like, I'm not doing all that no more. Well, you know, that's how karma works. You know, you abuse your body, even when you think you got away with everything. And you party 9 times out of 10, if you did something wrong to somebody, and if you try to ignore all of the stuff, one of the main things that's gonna hit us all is the body. Because the body ain't gonna agree to what you're doing. The body is gonna disagree to what you're doing. And me and my papa, somebody was talking not too long ago, these are the time for that. Like, before 2018, 2017, something happened around 2012 and up to 2015, or 2017, something happened. And justice and karma definitely woke up. What I'm trying to say is before that time, it was a good 20 years that they didn't show up. And people probably felt like karma didn't exist. I noticed it though, because I was on the street at 12. I saw it. I seen people mysteriously getting blessings and everything. Then all of a sudden it just stopped. But I know now, but I'm not going to put it out here online. I know what happened now, but I put it in that book. And it's like somebody was too smart for themselves, because somebody figured out how to put justice to sleep or something. I don't know if that's how it went exactly, but something happened. And I think I figured out how they did it. But they woke now. And y'all finna start seeing a lot of people, like I said, body malfunctions. There's gonna be a lot of stuff happening to people rapidly. Sexually, addicts, all this stuff. So just observe. It ain't gonna take long. That's why I've been telling people to observe for these 5 years. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you part of this tree, a lot of y'all part of this tree, and that's probably why you don't notice karma. But that ain't bright neither. That ain't. You gotta notice your energy. You know what I'm saying? Notice your energy. You need to learn your energy. And don't disrespect my energy for telling you to learn your own energy, because then your energy might just turn on you. And then you're gonna see what I'm talking about the hard way. But karma all around us. And that's one of the reasons why we can't go to the pipeline. Like I say, you sleep with your boss girls and stuff like that, and you lose your job. You get over here to this pipeline and you want to be in control of real money now. Well, you can't act like that over there. You have to be disciplined over there. You ain't got no choice. That's why even if everybody did change, it's only probably a few of us will be able to sit at that table, if any at all. You know, it all depends. Because it's like, I think that's like a bloodline thing, you know, a royalty thing. Let me just say that. I know I could. Definitely. Definitely. I guess y'all like, what's wrong with that one? I don't know. I don't know what's wrong with that. But karma is definitely real, though. Karma is definitely real. Doing things perverse. What's the outcome of it? Don't it got an outcome? Like, it's certain things we do that got an outcome guaranteed to you. Don't nobody talk about that, though. It's certain things that we do that give us particular diseases for a fact. Uncurable diseases for a fact. But don't nobody talk about that. They actually promote it. So it's like, why are you going that way when you know the destruction you're gonna end that way? It's like people don't want to live to be 80 years old, but then again, people want to live to be 80 years old. You want to live life fast and in a hurry, get the money quick, fast and in a hurry. And you say, I don't care. At the time, you say, I don't care nothing about getting old. I need it now, right now. Okay, well, this ain't know you roll around 50, 60 years old, and somehow you done got in a situation where you want to live to 80 years old, but you don't want to feel this pain that you're starting to feel, that's starting to reoccur. That's karma. You said you didn't care. So in other words, you damaged yourself to do whatever you did, and now that it come back around. Where is karma not at? That's what I'm trying to say. It's not misfortune. It's not. Where's karma not at? You can go do something. You can just go out. Just try it yourself. You can just get out. Just notice every time you do something stupid, even if it's running your mouth. If we can't notice when if we can't notice when we are saying disrespectful stuff out of our mouth, then okay, yeah, probably maybe it'll be difficult for you to understand what karma really lay at, or what karma is karma real or not. But if you can just focus on yourself and watch how fast something come back to your ass, watch how fast anything, like I said, you just trip up, fall. You might be bringing groceries out the store and then it fall through the bag. That's karma. You might say something about somebody you ain't got no business talking about, bite your tongue. Karma.